Hello, Virgo. Welcome to your weekly reading. I did miss last week, so this one is going to be covering the energy between now and the end of next week, so that I make sure I don't miss out on the current energy. But let's dive into it, Virgo. We have a lot to get through, so let's go through it. All right, let's start. For my lovely Virgos, please Spirit, what do they need to hear right now? Ooh, all that glitters. Okay, let's get one more from this deck. Regeneration. Interesting. You've had regeneration like maybe a few weeks ago, so you definitely are still going through some sort of transformation. So the energy might be quite strong within this time. All that glitters is a card about really kind of figuring out what's underneath the surface of something. It's about making sure that you don't just trust what's on the surface, because not everything that's on the surface is the same as what's underneath. Sometimes they're saying, not all that glitters is gold. It's so important to make sure that you are looking into things before trusting it at face value. People, any situations, maybe even some offers that might come your way, make sure that you dive deep into something first. But I always say there's always two sides of the coin, always. So it doesn't just have to be a negative thing saying like, hey, you're going to come across an opportunity, but it might not be as it seems. It can also be about the opposite. It can be saying like, hey, something may not look so good on the surface, but it might be incredibly amazing underneath. So it's really about kind of testing something out, trusting in your gut instinct most importantly as well. But there is almost like this discovering of something underneath the surface. So whatever that is to you, I don't know, you could be getting to know a side of yourself, maybe a side of somebody else, because there is some masks here. Something is being unmasked, so truth is coming through. And also, again, regeneration. This is about moving, not just moving homes, maybe you are, but this is about being put in a different life, should I say it? I always say this tree is being taken out of its current situation because it's no longer serving it. So for you, it's the same. You're being removed from situations because it just no longer serves you. It cannot give you anything good anymore. Relationship situations, maybe that's what's going on here. All right, some of you could be removed from something that looks good, and then you realize, actually, I'm glad I got removed from that because it was not serving me. Okay, let's dive in and let's carry on. We got loads of cards, so it will become clearer what this is about. But you are transforming. You're being put in a different environment that will benefit your growth. All right, let's see. Man holding a coin. Let's carry on. Okay, some of you are coming into a stream of wealth. All right, or again, there could be an opportunity coming from somebody here. For Virgos, you got 3 cards, we'll take it. You have the Vulture Spirit, which is the first one that came up. This is saying nothing is wasted, okay? Finding an opportunity, even when it doesn't seem like there is one, could be a message, because vultures, they just go along in the sky. They don't even make the kill, they just scout out for what remains, and that's what they kind of feed off of. So it's kind of saying here to kind of like pick at the bones of something. I don't know. I don't know why that came to mind. Nothing is wasted. There is always a reason why something happens, and there's always something that you can do even when things seem quite destructive, or it's about making the most of an opportunity. So for some of you, that could be, again, that not everything is as it seems, but for you it could be in a good way. You could be you could be finding an opportunity, or if it's business wise, again, out of something. I don't know, for some of you, a really random thing is maybe somebody takes your idea, but then you stumble across the remains of something and you're able to use it. I'm feeling like you're able to kind of make something out of a disastrous situation, for example. I feel like that's where you could be finding a financial opportunity. Specifically for those of you in business, that's what I'm getting for some reason. Anyway, I'm finding that. Anyways, whatever. So you did have Know Your Worth, Virgo. So something you're being guided to think about at this time, and an energy to step into, is about understanding your worth. All right, not everyone sees a skunk as beautiful because of certain aspects of itself. So some people might not agree with your worth. Some people might not see it, and that's completely fine. As long as you see it, you know it, stand strong in it, understand that you are unique. All right. There is something that you bring to the table and bring into the world that is important, regardless what other people think about it. It's about stepping into that energy of knowing your worth. I'm sensing Empress vibes from you with that energy. So, yeah, step into your uniqueness, step into who you are. Because I feel like it's going to be quite important for you this week. You also have Flamingo Spirit, which says embrace the in between. Cancer had this card, so in fact someone else had the Skunk Spirit as well, so I'm not going to dive into that, but maybe you do have that in your chart. But Flamingo is saying embrace the in between. You're currently going through a shift. All right, you're going into a new world, maybe ending an old situation, going into something new. You might be in the middle of it. You're able to balance with that Flamingo Spirit. You're able to balance here. So don't try and rush anything, because again, you don't want to make any mistakes. And what do they call it? Miscalculations, or like miscalculating something. So make sure that you are embracing your present moment. You are stepping into something more bright and more beautiful, and again, something more rewarding for you, something that's going to help you to grow, just like that tree. But just don't rush anything at this time. Okay, that's one thing I will say to you. Let's carry on though. Let's get you some of these. For Virgos, you have balance. This is exactly what I was just saying here. Just because something is fair doesn't mean that everyone's going to be happy about it. And it feels like you might be like trying to bring something into balance, and people might not be very happy about it. I don't know if that's the same as like knowing your worth here, or, maybe this is about bringing your life into balance, no longer playing it small. Like now you're unmasking yourself, now you're shining bright, now you're able to put yourself out there, and people might not be very happy about it. Why would that be the case? I'm not quite sure. Let's carry on there, Virgo. I will pull some tarot cards for you as well to tie this all together, to figure out what's really going on. But just keep in mind that balance is important for you guys this week, and again, not worrying about other people's opinions. All right, let's see, please, for my lovely Virgos. I want to get 2 more of this deck. You have discovery. All right, you guys are discovering sides to yourself. This is the base chakra, so this is about your identity. You guys are identifying yourself. You're able to figure out who you are now. You're connecting with yourself, and you have perseverance, okay, which is about persevering despite what you feel you have lost. Okay, or what's happened to you along the way. Like the vulture, I'm picking this up for a reason, because again, through kind of a destructive or challenging situation, you're able to kind of recreate yourself, or to make something out of it. Like there is this bounce back, there is this, kind of picking at the bones of something. I don't know why that's coming through. There's still something you can get from this, right? Anyway, let's I think we're on to our keywords for the week. Nice. For Virgos, adversity. So you guys have been and are going through some sort of adversity here. The affirmation for this is, I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. And that could be what the vulture is about. It's about understanding that there is always something you can take from a situation, even if it seems destructive. Right, let's carry on here. Okay, and you have denial. All right, make sure we're not doing that. Denial here says, as an affirmation, I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. What may you be denying? Is it a side of yourself, who you are? Okay. Are you denying that you can carry on? Right. Let's dive into your tarot. Oh wait, I do have one more oracle. Let's see, for Virgos, please, for the energy between now. You have balance again. Something really is coming in to bring something into balance. You have new love coming in. Let's get 2 more. Okay, perfect. You have focus and manifestation. Woo! I got this jolt in me, like maybe it's about inspiration. You're going to have a jolt of inspiration this week here, but focus and manifestation coming out together is really interesting, because for some of you, you know, maybe you have tried to manifest something and the reason why it's not happening is because you're not kind of zeroing in on it. You should, of course, when you're manifesting, just know that it's going to happen anyways and release it and surrender it to the universe. But focus is almost like maybe, you know, you're not doing your part of manifesting. So maybe, you know, you're going back to the old habits. If you're trying to transform your life or transform your current situation, then again, maybe you might not be focusing enough on what you're trying to bring in, and therefore your decisions that you're making or the action that you're making. Or maybe you're looking at the past. Maybe you're looking again at things that have happened. They're asking you to focus on your manifestation. Don't attach to it, but focus on what you're trying to bring in. Some of you need to get clearer on what it is that you want to, and that's why they're asking you to focus. So you have new love here. So some of you could be coming across a new person. You could be finding a new love for something in your life. And if you're currently in a relationship, then it definitely feels like there is more love coming into a relationship here as well. Okay, it could be somebody who's quite wealthy, with the man holding a coin, and balance. I don't know if I showed you this properly. So 2 cards of balance. It's about making the right decision. Right, let's have a little look and see. That's interesting, because I was saying that you can balance at the moment. And so it could be about what you're leaving behind and what you're bringing in. Maybe you're in the middle of something. Right. Overall energy, please, Spirit, for the energy for Virgos this week. What's going on in the energy? Oh God, right. Okay. And so I will show you what just came out. What about how Virgo will be feeling and their energy for the week? Guys, what's going on here? I'm going to clarify these, but the overall energy is the devil. Dun, dun, dun. Can simply just be fears. It can be the attachment to something that you're super used to, but again, may not be serving you. Kind of similar to regeneration. I always describe this as the soil that the tree is in is no longer good for it. Kind of feels like lava, you know, it's going to impact you. You're an empath here, just like the tree absorbs things up. You might be absorbing maybe a toxic environment. Okay, or toxic connection or toxic situation with somebody. This can be a past person. Okay, but again, some of you, it could just be fears or an attachment to something that's holding you back. It can be as simple as that. So I kind of feel like you are really being called to step into a new energy, stepping out of your comfort zone, going into new environments, again, that will be able to help you to grow, for example. But let's look at what the devil represents here for you. Something really important to remember is that the devil really has no power. And I was saying this to another sign earlier, because the devil's only power is by making you believe you're stuck. And that's it. You know, it cannot hold you there. The chains are loose. You can take them off at any time. It's just that it instills fear in you to make you think that you need it. Okay, so if it's a past person making you feel like you need them, using tactics to do that, whether it's just your instincts to go towards people who, again, you think you need but you don't, or a situation or whatever. Let's have a little look. Let's see, why is the devil here, please, Spirit? Can you describe this? Why is this energy surrounding Virgos? 4 of Cups and a 7 of Cups. Yes, I will say with this, just a little reminder to, again, make sure you're researching any offers that come your way. Okay, don't get scammed, or again, don't go into something that you're not fully feeling. Okay, I think this is about your decision making for some of you, because 4 of Cups is like feeling a bit jaded and feeling a bit bored, feeling a little bit confused and lost. That could be what it is for you guys. That's that maybe a low vibrational energy is within you or around you. All right, and again, this is calling for you to maybe accept something new again in your life. Some of you might be feeling jaded or bored with your life because you're attached to bad habits, or you're attached to something, again, that's just not serving you. And that's why you're feeling a bit lost here. When it comes down to decision making, make sure you are clear about it before you just embark on it. Because sometimes if you're feeling a bit jaded and bored, then again, we might make decisions that we actually might regret, you know, like you might fall back into bad habits, you know, right? Or you might make the wrong kind of decision if you're just doing it because you're bored, or, you know, that's the vibes I'm getting here. It's about cooling power back to yourself, getting clear and focusing on what you want out of life. So maybe just writing a list can be helpful to you. Let's clarify. 4 of Cups, 4 of Wands. You guys need more fun in your life. I think that's what it is. 4 of Wands is about celebration, success. It's about fun. All right. Socializing even as well. Friendships. Okay. The 4 of Cups and the 4 of Wands, I feel like where you need to put your energy and to focus on is experiences that bring you joy. So for some of you, it's about letting your hair down, you know, making new connections with people. 7 of Cups, where's the confusion or choices? What is this? The Chariot. Again, some of you are lacking direction at the moment. The Moon, some subconscious fears coming through that might be tying you again, holding you back. The Chariot is saying that there is absolutely a side of you that wants you to move forward. Some of you maybe, again, I feel like there is a need to detox past traumas, to cleanse them, to heal from them. So whatever you need to do that, trust your gut instincts. All right. And do that. Connecting with yourself can be really important, because there is this almost like, I definitely feel like there's a desire to move forward with your life, to achieve a goal, to, you know, find happiness, to find success, to get wish fulfillment out of life. But as you can see, there's this emphasis on this like black and white animals, which represents balance. So for some of you, you know, this could be your shadow self as well, actually. It might be taking the lead a little bit here. And controlling you. Maybe your feelings could be dictating to you what you do and what you don't do. Okay. I feel like this is where they're saying focus. I think some of you need to, you know, not a wake up call, but I really feel like a routine can always help a Virgo, because it will give you something like some sort of purpose, some sort of direction, something to focus on. Some of you maybe don't have something to focus on at this moment, or you're not focusing on something, and that's the problem. That's what's causing you to be tempted, the devil, into things that, again, aren't helping you to grow. It's an emotional thing, though, whatever this is. It's a subconscious thing. Maybe something's quite overwhelming. One more for the Moon. The Emperor. I feel like what this is really gaining control over your emotions. And not in a way of suppressing them, in a sense of understanding them and actually using them in your favor and healing from it, whatever it takes. The Emperor is about action taking. You know, he's kind of not playing a game, but he's got the chess player. You know, he's got power to maybe not manipulate your own emotions. What do you guys think this is? Because I'm kind of getting a sense that it's about, maybe it is, but not in a bad way of manipulating your emotions, but it's about doing something to put yourself in an emotional state to move forward, because the Chariot does run the Emperor. The Emperor does run the Chariot. So you have to be in a leadership position in your life to be feeling powerful, in control, maybe even having some sort of like aggression, not in a bad way, but like a fight. You know, the Emperor is ruled by Mars, and is a very energetic, sometimes aggressive planet. It's about directing that in the right direction, not allowing that to be directed at yourself. Don't criticize yourself. Don't go into that bad cycle, that bad loop. Direct that, focus that energy on manifestation. Some of you are gaining financial freedom, a growth in your finances here by taking lead in your life, taking your power back from any habits, any people, any situations, any environments that are taking from you, okay? Right. Let's look. Your energy, Virgo, is a 5 of Wands this week. You're feeling conflicted. We are seeing a little bit of like a cycle. Like I'm sensing a little bit here of like a cycle, like something's not really moving. Let's clarify. 5 of Wands can be conflict. Well, I love that. Look at this. 6 of Wands. 6 of Wands comes after the 5. So this is saying you can gain success over any battles that you guys are facing at this moment. If it's internal battles, if it's battles with certain things or people around you, like conflict, competition, this is saying that you will gain success over this. All right, you're gaining recognition over the hard work that you've been, dealing with. What is the 5 of Wands? The Sun. The 9 of Cups actually came up reversed. That's strange. 5 of Wands. Judgment. I think some of you are releasing. What's interesting is I was saying to you, the Emperor and the Chariot is like fighting for something. And I really do feel like it's fighting for your power back, gaining it back from that devil energy. Something that's making you feel like you don't have power. Okay. But what's interesting is what you're letting go of is also a fight. So you're letting go of a fight with something that is just not, you're not going to win from the 5 of Wands, by the way. I think it's really about walking away from this conflicting energy. Those kind of trains of thoughts where the more that you think about it, the more that it goes round and round and round. I feel like you're being called to step away from a situation, to focus your attention elsewhere. So for some of you, don't give in to maybe somebody might be speaking to you at this time. And again, or there's an energy that's tempting you to go into it. But they're asking you to surrender. Surrender the fight with yourself. All right. Surrender the competition with anybody around you. You're not in competition. Okay. Release, surrender, because naturally I feel like things are moving towards your success. So maybe you're really overthinking a situation, or again, in competition with the wrong kinds of people, or in conflict again with yourself, beating yourself up about something because you're not moving forward. But again, this is not helping, It's interesting. Your messages here are not the clearest, but I'm trying my best to use my detective skills. So the interesting thing about the Sun and the 9 of Cups, some of you could be holding too much value to a result. And I'm not saying you're not going to get there. I do see that. But there is almost a sense here of once you release what it is that's causing you to be in a battle, or in conflict, internal conflict or whatever, when you release whatever goal you think is tied down to that, when you step into surrendering and freedom, you naturally gain that success that you've been fighting for. It's almost like, I don't know the words for it, but it's almost like the irony behind it is that when you stop beating yourself up over something or being in conflict, when you stop pressure, force, when you let it go, naturally you know the way. Naturally you enter this next chapter. Naturally you get the thing that you were wanting. It's interesting. For some of you, I was getting a message here that this fight with something or somebody, the 9 of Cups is like not getting what you've asked for. But when you surrender that, you get what you ask for outside of that situation. Or again, maybe that's that manifestation again. Because all of this is about major success and surrender. I love the Sun card here. Like all of this is like giving to the light, by the way. So the more that you try to focus on what's bad or in this devil energy, right? Yeah, the more that you're tied to it, the more that you're focusing on the light and the success and on spirit and on where you're going, the more that you enter that naturally. It feels like spirit is really trying to push you over there. Where it's like the more that you look at your problems, you're trying to find a solution, but you're looking at the problems thinking that you're going to find a solution there, but it's not. Like it's kind of counterproductive. The moment that you start looking at solutions, like actual solutions, asking yourself the right questions. Like, for example, like, sorry, I'm really trying to help you guys out here. It's like, instead of saying like, oh, like, why am I not good enough? If you ask that question, your brain is a problem solver, right? So you're going to find reasons why you're not good enough. The difference is, if you start asking yourself, how can I make myself feel good enough? You're going to find solutions. You understand that? There's a very big difference, and your brain will come up with reasons or things to do to kind of make yourself feel good enough, instead of saying, why am I not? You know, like, there's a difference. And in your situation of whatever it is, find it, you know, instead of saying, why am I stuck, you know, and you're going to find all the reasons why you're stuck. Maybe that's helpful. Sometimes it's not, though. Instead say, how can I get unstuck from this situation? You know, they're quite different. You know, why did this person leave me? Instead of, how can I move on from this and find my worth, you know, or whatever it is. There's a difference. Okay, right. I'm just going to get you some advice cards, because I've been trying to figure these messages out for ages. Again, a really important thing is you're stepping into happiness. Let's not underestimate or look over the Sun card here. The Sun card is the most positive card in the deck. So you are entering a period of happiness, of growth. The Sun, you know, when the Sun is around, there's growth. Okay? It's a really important ingredient is happiness. There is surrender. You're entering a new period of your life, a new energy, a new chapter. Some of you might end up being seen. Six of Wands has an audience here. You know, attracting in energies, which in this case, new love could be coming in for you. Some of you need to let go of an ex or a past person. That's just that. There is no wish fulfillment there. Okay, whatever this Five of Wands is, there's no wish fulfillment in that situation. Right, okay. An advice card, please, for my lovely Virgos this week. Interesting. Ace of Cups came out. Love that. Choosing love. Because this is your advice, of course, some of you could absolutely be stepping into a new chapter of love, new relationship, one that's very peaceful. All right, some of you could have a choice of options, but that's just for a few of you out there. This can definitely be about self-love. Because it's your advice, you have a choice to make when it comes down to filling up your own cup. The devil energy is not fulfilling, and it's definitely, you can't really get self-love in the devil energy. Or peace. You can't even find peace there either. I feel like you're being called to make the right choices. Okay? The blindfold here, especially with balance, very strong Libran energy with the balance cards, and about decision making. It's about being decisive about being decisive about what you choose, and doing it from a non-biased point of view. She's got the blindfold on for a reason. She's trusting her intuition. She's trusting where she's feeling guided and making a decision based on that, because again, not everything is as it seems on the surface. I'm going to clarify this for you. By the way, when the Two of Swords is here with the devil, love that, because you're setting yourself free from it. All right, by choosing a new beginning. One of self-love, all right? One of choosing yourself, filling up your own cup, or maybe a new person if it's to do with love. Let's clarify the Ace of Cups, please. The Knight of Swords and the Queen of Cups. This is self-love. The Queen of Cups is about really diving into your feelings. The Knight of Swords can represent like rushing, okay? And you can't rush self-love. That's something I want to say. I will say you have to dive deep into the emotions. Let's clarify the Knight of Swords can represent communication here. And the Page of Wands. Yeah, both of these are messengers here. So some of you could be getting a message. And a Page of Cups too. Something that might actually surprise you here. But the Queen of Cups is about choosing peace and choosing love in a situation. Knight of Swords, Page of Wands. I do see that some of you will actually come across a creative opportunity. I feel like a lot of you will have an idea when you're in this self-love energy. When you're choosing yourself, some of you do need to like take some time out and give to yourself. and it seems counterproductive, but you're actually surrendering, focusing on the issues and what can I do. Like some of you need to take a step out, get a second opinion, all right, or just look after yourself, focus on your own healing, and you're finding peace within, and it's going to give you some sort of truth. Ace of Swords. It's going to give you an idea. Page of Wands, an opportunity. Two of Swords. And by the way, you guys, you are empaths. I think your energy has been either, again, you're absorbing in toxic energy that's around you or whatever you're focusing on. So you need to start focusing on something good, okay, or on yourself here, because I feel like your cup is a little bit empty. So you're having to fill it back up again. Two of Swords, Two of Wands. Choosing the future, not the past. Okay. The Two of Wands about expansion. So I do love that for you. I do see that you're focusing on your future, expanding. King of Wands. Some of you, again, you could be attracting in a fire sign, or again, someone who's passionate. Okay. Someone who's a natural leader, charismatic, flirtatious. But the Two of Wands and King of Wands, I see you stepping into a leadership position. For some of you, that's the choice that you're making. Some people might not be happy about it. Like we said, with balance, it's not about what is as it seems on the surface. Whatever it is that you're doing, maybe again a criticism of others, or people just don't agree with it doesn't matter. This is something that you are being called to do. All right, stepping into leadership, being strong, okay, being able to adapt as you go along. All right, and the Tower. I was clarifying the Ace of Cups and the Two of Swords again. You have the Tower, divine intervention. It is about a separation of some sort, or maybe you guys are making a choice, again, to let something go, or to... I'm sensing a little bit of like destroying, like, bear with me because this is like a very intuitive like insight that I'm getting, so it might only resonate with some of you, but there's almost like this imposter, but I don't feel like that's a person. Like I'm almost seeing like, what am I seeing, Spirit? Get clear. It's hard for me to explain because it's almost like there is this statue that's just lingering in your surroundings. Bear with me. Some of you might not catch on to this, so I'm just going to put it out there for whoever needs it. It's a metaphor. So you're going to have to use your detective skills too. It's like something that's gone under the radar here, and it looks like a statue, but it's carrying really bad energy. It might not be a statue. It's just representing something that's there, like the Tower, I guess. And I feel like you're making a decision to destroy this Tower because this has been affecting your energy. Relationship, friendship. Clearly it's something... No, it's not very clearly, is it? Because I'm struggling with that. Something that's been draining you. It's almost like... Oh, I want to clarify that. So sorry, Virgo. Tower and the Temperance. It's about balance. Balance, reconciliation, actually. But it's about taking a pit stop here. Just had a weird noise. The Tower, why are they showing me that? Again, I'm sensing a bit of like an imposter. I'm almost seeing like a scene of like, that's been like, that's the thing that's been making me feel this way, or that's the... And again, it may just be energetically, or you're really identifying something. I think that's what discovery is actually about. You're discovering something that's been blocking you, and you are calling the lightning on it. Something that's been gone under the radar, not as it seems on the surface. Whatever that is to you. Because you have Temperance here, you're going to be able to rebuild. All right, you're going to be able to rebalance yourself after this. And in fact, maybe even easier now that this Tower is out of your life. Okay? Or again, choosing yourself may cause some separation with people around you. With whatever this Devil energy is, it may cause a shift within you too. Maybe you're realizing something was, again, built on the wrong foundations here. Okay? And not an act of self-love, for example. And you're going, oh my God, it's that. Like, this is it. Okay? And you're bringing it into balance now, which I love. Okay, so sorry. It took me a while, guys. Sometimes it can be really like detective work to figure out what the heck I'm seeing, or but anyway, you are clearly bringing something into balance here. All right, any more? Okay, that's enough. These are some random messages for you. So you have coins. Money will be coming to you. We did see that. You have rainbow. The most difficult part of a situation is over. Love that. You have stork. News of a birth or a new business opportunity. Temptation will test you. That is the devil. That's the devil. Something's luring you in. You have elephant. A long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. Like stepping into a new experience. Hidden secrets can harm you. I think that's that moon energy, okay? Something that's kind of cooling you under. The same as the devil, actually. It feels very like, I'm hearing the words like subdued. I don't know if I'm saying the right thing, but it's like being under some sort of like spell. But you're cracking that, by the way. Like you're burning the bridge of something. All right, family wishes coming true. Something significant around the month of December. You do have financial pinch, all right, but remember you do have like money will be coming to you. So if you are currently going through a little bit of like an issue with your finances, a bit of a loss or whatever, you are going to be coming across a new path that will give you more money, okay? You have man, so again, some of you could be the man, or you could be coming across somebody who is either going to become a love interest, already is a love interest, all right? Or someone who can help you. Okay, apologies for the long-winded reading. I hope that you guys have gained something from this. All right, I wish you guys all the best. I send you my love, and let me know in the comments how it resonated, because I would really love to know. But yeah, I hope to see you guys next time. All right,